Well, again, things are not working out for everybody. I remember when I was a kid, my father used to grow vegetables in the yard, tomatoes, these long string beans, um, so black peppers. But he was really into the tomatoes, and he had his seeds, and his seeds would always mature largely and big and taste like tomatoes. Have you tasted anything today that's coming from South America? It don't taste like they're supposed to because they picked them green. Everything is coming from overseas. How was this allowed? Nobody, the special interest groups, they win. The premise was coming from another country would be cheaper. But a lot of Americans lost their jobs. And a lot of people don't even want to go out in the fields and pick. They have machines that can do it. So what comes here now? Wheat, soybean, uh, celery, strawberries. Not here. All here is turned to concrete. Farms are gone. I, I, I used to do that food delivery stuff, and I had to go someplace. And I said, "Hey, this was a tomato business. What happened? Hey, everything comes out from South America now. So what do you do here? We just do the paper. They're gone. The whole thing is torn down. They built up big homes, millions of dollars. Yeah, that's how much that's the property is worth, and they don't have much property. They only had as big as a farm they had because a lot of these places would have the tomato farms would use their own property to have the tomato, and they had a lot of fields. All the farmland is gone. There's some places that are still doing it, but down the road, all that farmland is gone. They're building concrete. Here comes the concrete again. It's could happen to in you wherever you are too. All these people are moving down, and they got to put them someplace, right? Here, we don't have no apartment buildings. Well, if you go further into the city, you can see that. I'm not in no city. I'm outside city limits, but I'm just saying, not even in really a city. Everybody has the same kind of house. Everything's flat. There's no big buildings, condominiums. They're building those like crazy. So the young people come in, they live, or elderly, they come in and they live. You know, that's their starter, I guess, or that's the way they are. A lot of them, you can't even get to them. It's secured, no code to get in. That's how they live. They live like that. A lot of private communities. The reason for that is they don't want soliciting the companies to come around and body you, knock on the door for so much silliness. Sometimes I don't even want to answer the door. Why should I? I don't even have to answer the door. The sign says there's no soliciting in the neighborhood. HOA. No, so they need to put the sign bigger. But then again, they don't want to put the sign bigger because they don't want the eyesore. Okay. But again, I try to do, I try to grow stuff back here. I had my right aunt. She had avocado. I took avocado, put it in the water. It sprouted. I transplanted the soil, and I have them out there. They're still growing. But I had my late sister had grapefruit. She got it from some lady that she was taking care of. I took the grapefruit, put it in the ground. Two grapefruit trees popped up like that. I had hybrid lemon and lime. Had pink grapefruit, white grapefruit better. They come in here. I don't know what year because I wasn't here. Come in and cut them all down. Say that they had some disease. That's what happened to the crops here. All disappeared. All I have left is two avocado trees and a mango tree. Because the mango and avocado, there's like on a different. All citrus was gone, so both trees are gone. Everything's gone that I even planted. It bothers me because but the mangoes tree is there, and avocado can't even grow because the county would send electrical company come. Neighbor next door, I guess the lights were blinking. No, not ghosts, but they were blinking, and they had to put power lines in, and they had to cut through the roots of my avocados. One avocado was male, but yet it did produce avocado. One. That's it. I could take it from the other tree, splice it, and graft it, and it should produce more avocado. But there's no avocado for 2, 3 years now. Isn't that a shame? But that's the way it is. I don't know if the tree would ever snap back. That's a shame. I'll try to go out and look again, but I see a lot of mangoes out there. You can make mango everything. But I wanted to do what my father did with the tomatoes. Can't grow them here. Sand. Try to put manure, try to put everything. You can't grow it here. It has to be a certain way, you know. And it's a lot of dry. It's hardly any rain. But those farmers are still around. They make their own food. When I came here, you can get 3 pounds of tomatoes, big ones, for $1. You can get homegrown lettuce, leafy lettuce, 50 cents. It's not sand on it, but you wash that off. Real vegetables. There are some places that still do that here, but they're very high and sky high. It's very expensive. I couldn't even think about going there. I missed it. This guy had this big, like a tiki hut. It's like made of a palm tree, big hut. That's before they poured the concrete to build a whole new parking lot and all that, and asphalt and the buildings, and it turned into a shopping center. He's gone. All that's gone. That's how it was. It was great. You go to the supermarket today, that food in that supermarket is nothing near to what you used to be when you go. It's a big difference when you go to a farmer's market. Or you produce the food, or you grow your own vegetables. My grandma's place, they grow everything. They had coconut, they had again mangoes, and they were famous for their coffee. So they had their coffee bean. You know, I'm a little old fashioned. It's hard for me to eat country food like that. But hey, I mean, they get the eggs, but 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 anyway, but it's hard. I like pineapples. I go buy pineapple. I can't. One of the companies was famous. They had a plant in They had a uh, pineapple plant in Hawaii. Not there no more. Come from the Philippines. They call it Gold in their name. Hey, I mean, I bought the can, and well, actually, I got the can for free. I opened the can and was like, "Wow, this is how it's supposed to taste." You get it from another country like Taiwan or someplace else. It's not the same. Why is it white? What kind of pineapple is that? They don't have the flavor. They don't have the taste. They don't have everything. Everything is messed up. The tomatoes, all the tomatoes they have in these supermarkets, they all come from the same place, South America. And for them to get them here, if they were to pick it red there, it would spoil by the time you get here. You can't freeze tomatoes. Everything is high too. Why is it 3 times the price? Because it's not coming from here. It's coming from down there. And they're charging for shipping. So much for open free trade, and things were cheaper. And nobody cares. And these corporations, they make all this money on us. Tomatoes, 5, 6, $10, 20. But it's crazy, right? Sweet potato. Oh, you call them yams. I call it sweet potato. It's like that orange one for Thanksgiving. That thing's expensive. It don't taste right. I bought a bag from one of the supermarkets, and it don't taste like it used to taste. Even no matter how I make it, it still tastes weird. Is it genetically enhanced? A lot of stuff is bio enhanced. They make it in a lab. It's not the same kind of food. Be careful what you eat. Look and see if it's bio. Don't buy. Why are you gonna buy bio? You don't want to put that in your body. Yeah. Good vegetables, lettuce, tomato, carrots, real carrots. Okay. Potatoes, real potato. Everything. We eat processed food because it's easier to make. You don't want to. I Right now I take uh one of the supermarkets on my I I I get like mixed vegetables, like the cheapest thing. Yeah, it's frozen. You can put it in the microwave. And you can heat it up in 5 minutes. Boom, tastes good. Put some hot dogs on top of that. I put some pepper jack cheese on top of that. Put it back in the microwave for 2 minutes. Comes out cooked. Put some Thousand Island dressing on it. Not the vinaigrette, the other kind. And eat. It's great to eat for breakfast. Oh, I can make eggs and bacon, but everything's expensive. And then there's a difference. Cage free. Well, it's not in a cage. It's supposed to taste better if it's not in a cage. Is it the same? If my late grandmother, the the chickens were outside running around. She never put them in a cage. I couldn't tell the difference between cage and uncaged. Everything is. Then it got this kick. Everybody was on this organic. If I were to sell you my mangoes, I'm not using no pesticide. I'm not using no chemical. Wouldn't that be farm fresh? Yeah. Tastes different too. You bite into that, and it's really, you can taste the flavor. You can make mango smoothie, you can make mango pie, you can make mango cake. Well, mango bread is a little tricky, but you can make everything mango. You can put the mango in the rice, stir it, cook it, fry. You can do it anything you want with a mango and make it. I have mango. I should have a mango farm here. The way I have a tree that's bigger than the house. It's huge. Mango, make a whole bunch of mangoes. It should be this. It's June, so I think it should be the season. I have to go check on it. I haven't checked on it lately. It's better if they're big. They get big, like this big. Yeah, almost like a pineapple. So I know how it is. My father was really into this farm stuff. My grandmother was really into it. And I like to plant, and I'm good with plants, and everything grows. But the environment is harsh, and only stuff that can survive a harsh environment should be grown. But today, we have to depend on going to the supermarket. If I buy the same mango in the supermarket, it don't taste right. You got the Philippine mangoes there, like little yellowish, and then you got South America, which is different. I know my variety is different, but it's good. When you cut it open, it's red. It's juicy. I can just peel it with my hands and you eat it like that. Before my lates, they would never. They would be shocked to see their son eating mangoes. I never eat it. It wasn't until 2023. That was the same year, coffee and all that. But yeah, I never touched it. I touched it. It just came natural to me. It tastes good. Yeah. I can make mango Easter bun. I can do everything. But we have to now, we're with the government taking over everything and controlling prices are high. Everything's. I go to the grocery store. You can't really buy anything. Everything's so high. How can you survive? Lettuce was dirt cheap. We were lucky that things were 59 cents, four for $1. There's a time you can get a whole bunch of yogurt, 20 yogurts for $1. Not anymore. Those days are gone. Nothing like that. Even I'm actually using yogurt now myself. It's a big one, but it's $5 for it. Boy, it's weird. We went to get some hot dogs. The bun side, the longer. 16 of them was like $5 and something cents. You go to the work. They used to be $9, so the price did come down. And these you put in the microwave for 2 minutes, they don't shrivel up, and these stay whole. And you guys, well, it might be borrowed engineer, but the expensive brand is it shrivel up to nothing. Yeah. Well, I like mine a certain way. A 1 minute can do for a lot of people. Listen, it's tough. It's tough to make it. So if you want to start your own farm, sell it to the market. I'm not allowed to sell it to the market. You need a permit. You can't sell anything without a permit. Yeah, you have to have a permit. Everything has to be regulated. Everything's we just had an electrical box put in here. Ooh. No power. Yeah. But it had to be done. House explode. Everything is so different now, Everything's different. But if you can grow your own stuff and you want mangoes, always look me up. But other than that, I have to charge you though, because You have to make a business, right? um, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Try to survive, everybody. Try to do what you can. Okay. Don't let special interests. Don't let the government. Don't let corporate America take over. Okay. You have your rights. But then again, prices. What are you gonna do? Tomato in the can. That's for making pizza or panini or like that. I make stuff like that. I don't cook it as much, but I like it. Okay. All right. You take care. See you next time.